Hello and welcome to today's Nairobi News Bulletin. My name is Modhoni Mushiri. The collapsed Chase Bank will reopen next week after Kenya Commercial Bank acquired a majority stake in it. Central Bank of Kenya Governor Dr. Patrick Njoroge announced that all branches will reopen on Wednesday, April the 27th of 2016. Customers with less than 1 million shillings deposited in the bank will access their full cash immediately the bank opens. Those with more than 1 million shillings will, however, access their funds gradually.
8:30 this morning, between KDIC, which is the receiver, with KCB Bank Kenya Limited, which I'll just call KCB, on modalities to reopen Chase Bank in receivership in the next few days, and the eventual acquisition of a majority stake in the bank. All branches will open by Wednesday, April 27th, that is Wednesday of next week. All branches of Chase Bank in receivership. And we'll also say that the online and mobile banking services, of which a lot of us are very familiar with, will also become available along the same timeline. KCB offered us a way of moving forward in the quickest possible time. As I say, a week from now. 62 branches a week from now, starting today, 8:30. That is a very aggressive timeline, but we will do it.
Police in Kitengela are holding a man and his wife for allegedly battering his 6-year-old girl they were living with. The two are accused of beating up the girl regularly before neighbors intervened and involved the local administration in her rescuing.
Charged residents of Kiangombe village in Kitengela town. They are agitated over what they say is the abuse of a minor by her own parents. Neighbors claim that the child undergoes various forms of torture, directing all the blame to her stepfather.
Mtoto anachapangwa kila siku. Mtoto hata kukura kwenye hatujui kama anakuranga juu saa zingine anaweza kuja hasa kuomba chakula. Na sasa ile imethuudhi kabisa, ni mtoto ndiye analeaga huyu mtoto wao mdogo.
They accuse the girl's mother, who is said to be in her second marriage, of not defending and protecting her own blood from the abuse at the hands of her new husband. Neighbors claim that the child always looks traumatized and even sometimes scared to talk.
Ni vizuri tusimame na watoto na tulee watoto katika njia ambayo inafaa.
The area sub-chief Alex Kangede, accompanied by local leaders, rescued the girl and took her to a local children's home where she's being looked after. The couple is currently waiting to be taken to court to face charges.
Business was brought to a standstill along the Lamu seafront yesterday when the Mr. and Mrs. Donkey 2016 contest kicked off, attracting more than 200 donkey owners. The beasts of burden were decorated extravagantly for the annual donkey parade that rewards the best female and male donkey of the year.
It's not every day you see a donkey getting the royal treatment. On this day, however, donning flowers, ornaments, and even human clothes, it was their day thanks to the Mr. and Mrs. Donkey pageant.
We look at the behavior of the donkey, how the donkey is being restrained, how the owner communicates with the donkey. Then the second thing, we look at the body condition, the general body of the donkey. Then the third parameter, we look at the wounds, presence of wounds. If there are wounds, then the donkey will be given less marks. If there are no wounds, then the donkey scores some good marks.
The pageant is serious business for the over 200 donkey owners who participated this year. Take Abdallah Badawi, for instance. He's one of the contestants who spent 2 days decorating his donkey that goes by the name Pony. However, preparations took much longer.
Huyu punda kawaida yake ni kwenda saluni kila baada ya wiki mbili, anakwenda kufanywa usafi saluni. Huyu kuogeshwa kwake ni shampoo, sabuni. Kawaida yake ndio hiyo, sio kwa sababu ya mashindano peke yake ndio anakuja na pamba design hii. Kila ukimwona barabarani ni msafi, tunamfukiza vizuri, tunamtia perfume. na hizi ni gharama zote mgharamiwa hizi.
The star treatment cost Abdallah 10,000 shillings, which unfortunately wasn't enough to win the pageant. Instead, Fadil Mohammed took the top prize with his donkey Jealousy, a dream come true for the self-proclaimed animal lover. So just how did he do it?
Wanyama wangu naangalia vizuri, siafanyishi kazi. Kazi yao ni kubeba wazungu na kutembea peke yake. Habebi majiwe, habebi vitu vya strong things. Anachukua binadamu peke yake anapanda, na situmii sana pia kupanda.
It seems the light duties, by donkey standards that is, paid off.
Now, the Kenya Film Classification Board has banned advertisements and commercials that feature sexual innuendos and sexually suggestive scenes, alcoholic drinks, betting and gambling from running during the watershed period between 5 a.m. and 10 p.m. The board CEO, Ezekiel Mutua, said such commercials pose a strong influence on the public, and particularly on children.
Jails and others that are targeting adults shall be, in general, in principle, out of the watershed. However, where there is a health or safety concern or message, like the ones developed by Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, shall be exempted from this. So that if it is a condom advert that teaches prevention of HIV or is promoting prevention of HIV, then it will be exempted from these classification guidelines and therefore can fit within the watershed because it has an overriding public interest in it. But if you're using it just to market the product, condom as a product, which should be used by adults, then that will go out of the watershed. There are even others that glamorize and make it look like it is trendy or it is cool, and they actually put more overtones on the sexual activity than the prevention thereof, and those ones we shall restrict.
And finally, Tanzanian President John Magufuli on Tuesday took a jab at Kenyans for claiming to have everything good in the region. President Magufuli aptly chose the occasion of the opening of East Africa's longest suspension bridge to remind neighboring countries that Tanzania was finally waking up from its slumber. The 680-meter-long suspension bridge is the first of its kind in East and Central Africa and connects Dar es Salaam business district to Kingamboni Creek.
Na likawa daraja la aina yake ndani ya Afrika Mashariki na ya Kati. Daraja la aina yake halijawahi kujengwa la aina hii. Hata uende Uganda, uende Kenya, uende DRC, uende wapi, hakuna daraja la namna hii. Na ndiyo maana kama alivyozungumza Chief Secretary, wale ambao wanafikiri vizuri vyote viko kwao wameshaanza kuandika. Watasema mlima Kilimanjaro uko kwao na kadhalika, Ordiva Igoji iko kwao na kadhalika.
And that's it for us for today. For these and more stories, be sure to log on to www.nairobinews.co.ke. I am Modani Mushiri. Goodbye.